We don't get no hey, we don't get no we don't get no hey, we don't get no. What's up, you guys, and welcome to a whole new episode of Tony Approved. If you was wondering what song that was, I was singing at the very beginning of the video. That's that new Migos song with Travis Scott and Young Thug, that we don't get no. Y'all already know that everybody been on that whole zero giving slogan. So this is gonna be a perfect song to start off 2020.
DJ Durrell. I got too many diamonds on, I look awesome. Ice. Get right, yeah, after I hit that choppers. Hanging out the road truck. Pop go play with your kid, cause I up. She broke, so why would I come?
If this is your first time checking out my channel, please make sure that you like and subscribe so you can stay in the know of everything that Tony Approved has coming at you guys. If you clicked on this video, you already know that we're shining a spotlight on Offset's album Father of Four, which was his single solo project that he put out last year. So we're just gonna take a look at it 1 year later and see how it stands the test of time in these last 360 days. Now when it comes to this album cover, I think this is a great choice. I love album covers that snatches your attention. This is definitely like a 5-star rate album cover to me, definitely vinyl worthy. I love the fact that he went back and did a whole nod to the whole Egyptian theme, you know, representing Black royalty. He has all 4 of his kids included on the album cover, which, you know, ties into exactly what the album is going to be based off of, ties into the title and even the lyrical content and what he's discussing throughout this entire project. I like the fact that everything is in Egyptian except his name and the name of the album. I thought that was kind of cool. But yeah, I love album covers that have bomb ass pictures, and this is definitely a dope one. Definitely good job on that. Great representation of the album, because hey, by just looking at it, you feel like it's going to be kind of like a family focused type project, and that's pretty much what we get. A lot of family references and a lot of stuff that's going on personally within his life. Of course, Clout is definitely one of my favorite songs off of the album. That's the song that he did with Cardi B. Everybody knows Clout. Do anything for Clout. Hey, do anything for Clout. What's so funny about it, I think that was the biggest record that came off of this project, and it definitely fit not only Offset's life, but Cardi and their family and everything that's been surrounded by them. The video was great. Love the Destiny's Child and Brandy reference from Cardi and her verse. Just the colors, just Culture's parents are definitely a trip, and I love seeing them together in any project coming together. Lick would definitely have to be number 2. That particular song, I feel like that hook, or the hook of that record, stayed stuck in my head for the longest amount of time. I took a couple of my dogs on a lick. That whole song just is a nice little bop, and I love the flute at the beginning of it that you're able to hear, you know, musical stuff. Third favorite song would probably definitely be Legacy, because I love when 21 Savage and Offset are working together on a song. This particular song, Rise and Goes Hard, it's one of the songs I could definitely say I listened to separately from the album. I think it was definitely single potential. Wish they would have pushed it a little bit more. And I like the fact that the whole focus of the song, they just basically talking they shit in their bars, you know, and tying it whole to the whole point of legacy, and everything that you're doing now is going to be a part of your legacy later on. So why not make the most of your life?
Bando. Mama tried to cover up and bandage me. I'm the first one to lead a whole legacy.
When it comes to the feature impacts of the record outside of Cardi B and 21, there were several other features that I really liked that stuck out to me. I like the whole fact that the very first track on the album features Big Roo. You know, he's doing his little spoken word and going and tying into the title with Offset, and that Offset comes in rapping. It reminds me of the scene from the movie ATL when Rashad's brother gets shot and Nunu is going to the hospital to meet him. So it's like, you know, Offset is from ATL. You can kind of hear the whole ATL accent in his voice, and then with Big Roo being at the beginning of it, it just brings ATL to the project. It makes you think about ATL as far as the movie, the sound, just all of it. So that was good looks to them. ATL is definitely one of my favorite movies, so I recognized it automatically. You know, that was a great way of Offset giving a little nod to his hometown. J. Cole is also featured on the album as well, and this is a good look for J. Cole, because I like the fact that J. Cole is one of those individuals in rap, and not only in rap, but in the culture and amongst us, we hold him at a very high tier. And there are several other artists that we hold up there. And I know sometimes when new artists come into the game, it's sometimes hard to get the head honchos of whatever lane that you enter into to really kind of give you a feature and a nod. But I know J. Cole consciously said, hey, okay, I'm going to give back in a big brother type of way. I'm going to start working with some of these newer artists that's coming up that's really making a wave, that's going to be the voices for their generation 10 years from now. So big shout outs to J. Cole and Offset for landing that feature. CeeLo Green is featured on the album as well. Love CeeLo Green's voice. His voice stands out amongst everybody, and it was a nice sound to kind of add into the mixture for the album. If I'm not mistaken, he's from ATL too, so it adds in a little bit more of that ATL vibes as well.
To the Lord, my soul, to keep control of me, take a hold.
It wouldn't necessarily be a song that I would leave off of the album. I definitely feel like the album goes more on a vibe. I would say that the first 3 tracks kind of got me going good, then you kind of lose me a little bit and catches me again when we get to Wild Wild West and going on to, you know, Don't Lose Me, Legacy, Cloud, all of those songs. And then actually after Cloud, it kind of fizzles off for me. And that's just, you know, my personal opinion. Still think it's a great project, but I would say that it does go on a little bit of a wave, and some tracks are a little bit more attention grabbing and vibey than other ones. But, you know, overall, I really don't. I can't think of a song I would intentionally be like, he should have left that off. It just, you know, I like the flow of the album and the vibe. It'll definitely make you want to listen to the whole album all the way through.
Everybody staring too hard. They didn't really think I was a star. They didn't really.
Overall, this whole project was actually a great representation of Offset. You know, this is his second solo project, his second top 10 album. So he did see some commercial success with this album. Cloud was nominated for a Grammy. I wish he did reach a little bit more success, because I feel like the album actually could have went further than it did. But I'm really thankful to see how far Offset was able to take it on this project. And not only Offset, I wish all 3 of the Amigo projects that they put, their solo projects they put out, would have reached a more bigger commercial success. I feel like they were trying to do the whole Destiny's Child thing of, you know, put out a great album together, Survivor for Destiny's Child, Culture 2 album, you know, massive success, and then break out, do your own 3 solo projects, then come back for an even bigger massive success album. I still feel like the Migos is going to get that massive success album when they come back together, but I do wish their solo projects would have went, all 3 of their solo projects would have went a little bit further. I feel like this album is a great representation of Offset and where he was in his life. You know, he's focusing on his family and his marriage, and, you know, making himself a better father, a better example as a role model in the rap community, and a better husband to Cardi. You know, he really voiced his opinion, and, you know, everybody already knows that all of their business and their relationship was kind of front page news last year. So for him to put out tracks like Don't Lose Me, where he's like, you know, hey babe, I messed up, I really don't want to lose you, thank you so much for staying with me, let's get this money, let's go ahead and move forward. You know, music about honest, raw emotions. So I do like the fact that, hey, as a man, he was able to voice those out. And just from watching Offset's interviews and stuff, he seemed like a really cool guy and somebody I could definitely vibe with, you know, once we get all into the circle. What do you guys think of Offset's album, Father 4? Do you guys still listen to it a year later? What's your favorite tracks? Any tracks that you guys would have left off? Leave a comment down in the comment section. Let's sound off so I can get all of y'all opinions on this project. And like I said, don't forget to make sure that you're streaming on Tidal. Their new Migos single, Give Zero Fucks. Give Zero Fucks with Travis Scott and Young Thugger. Until next time, thank you guys so much for checking out my videos. I want you to check out everything else that's in my catalog, because this isn't the only album spotlight I've done. But until I come back with another one, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll check you guys out next time.